All right, y'all. So we have to talk about this Bitcoin price action because there are some very, very interesting things going on in the charts, and I want to dig into them and talk about the nitty gritty. So make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're about to get into it. So we just had our monthly candle close. It's July 31st. We just started a new month right here, the month of August, and we printed a bullish blue candle on the month for the month of July for the first time in 3 months. Now this is interesting because during the bear run so far we've had 3 purple candles followed by 2 blue candles and now 3 purple candles followed by 1 blue candle, and so far as of right now, I mean it's literally been an hour, we've been basically trading sideways. This candle is blue. Now, a lot of people are expecting a move up to higher prices, potentially even 28K or higher. So I want to talk about those key areas that we need to be aware of. So first of all, when we look at the monthly time frame, something that really stands out to me is the fact that the market cipher B right here is starting to really bottom out on the monthly. Now, this is significant because when we go to the BLX chart, which is going to give us Bitcoin from its inception, we can see a few very, very critical things. This is the monthly time frame, and pretty much the bottoms on these monthly time frames are the bottoms period, right? When we had the bear run in 2018, the exact bottom happened when we got this bottoming out on the monthly time frame. We also had that happen in 2015 during the bear run, where we exactly bottomed out as the monthly was starting to bottom. Okay, again, we see the monthly starting to bottom. Something else, if we go to the weekly time frame, we see some very interesting things. Whenever we see on the weekly time frame the money flow coming into the red on market cipher B with this big Ben Armstrong BitBoy green dot here, that signals again the exact bottom of the bear market right here in 2018. Money flow in the red, Big Ben BitBoy dot right here. It was the bottom. It happened back in 2015 as well. Money flow in the red, big BitBoy green dot. That was the exact bottom. Something else that's very intriguing about this is the fact that this red box right here is the key area of support that was the measured move from this rising wedge pattern that we have had on our charts literally since November. Okay, if we take the measured move of this wedge, and of course it's approximate, right? It's approximate, but the target of this of this rising wedge pattern was the 786 Fibonacci retracement, and not only that, also the retest here of the previous bull market all-time high. The confluence here for this being a significant bottom is very, very great. Okay, we have a lot of confluence here. Just take a look at this chart. We've retested the previous bull market all-time high with the measured move of this bearish pattern, finding perfect support, with market cipher B also confirming a very significant bottom. Now, I'm not saying this is the bottom, but it is a very significant bottom. Okay, so I also want to talk about now a few other things, which are these key levels that we're looking at right here. Okay, we have some very, very key levels that we are looking at right here, and first of all, we need to identify 2 key areas. I'm going to start on a higher time frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to look at all the volume that has traded since the dump of March 2020 until our current day. Now, check this out, guys. We were trading sideways with perfect support being found around 30K and pretty much perfect resistance around that $60,000 region, with the highest volume node being around the $47,000 region. These levels are very, very much so respected. And so right now, what is very important are these 2 things. First of all, when we look at this range that we've been trading, it looks much different than these previous ranges on the way down. This one clearly is making higher highs and higher lows. Something else, if we are going to come back to the $30,000 area and we get a move inside of this old value area, it's very probable that we will make our way back up to the $47,000, $48,000 area. Why is that? It's because when we're looking at volume, What this does right here is it's establishing a fair value for the asset. So what I've done here is I've come over to the prediction and measurement tools. I've come all the way down to fixed range volume profile, and I have turned this thing on. Here's the inputs: row size 200, value area 70, and then make sure that your value area up and value area down are colored appropriately, and the up volume and down volume are grayed out. Okay, the shaded in candles are giving you the fair value for the asset. Now, this is important because this is how we establish what is high and what is low. If we're looking to buy low and sell high, this is going to determine what low and high is. Now, if we come out of a value area and then we cannot come back into it, that is very bearish, and it's very, very probable that we will continue in a downtrend. However, if we do get acceptance into here and retest this very important level that was support, and now we're retesting it as support again, showing that people want to trade Bitcoin back at this value right here between 30K and 65K, then it's very, very likely that we will make our way up to this high volume node at 47K. All right, so $30,000, I would say between $28,000 and $30,000 is a very key level, and if we want to see higher Bitcoin prices, we need to come above that. Now I'm going to zoom in more, but just know that from these lows at around 28K to this high, this value area low at 30K, this is very crucial resistance. If we can come above this, this is actually very, very bullish. And if we're looking for swing long positions, what I would be looking for is a move like this, a retest, and this would actually be an entry for a swing long trade that we could take and potentially hold all the way up to that $48,000 area, which is a very, very good risk reward ratio trade, right? We're talking a almost 5-to-1 risk reward, and if we come above this area, then it's very, very likely that we come back up to the high. So now we're talking a potential 8-to-1 risk reward trade entry, swing trade, that we might be able to take if we come up to this area. Okay, now some other very key areas that we have to keep our eyes on right now are going to be more locally. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we need to be honest with the fact that as we've been coming up to these highs, we have been getting some of the most bearish looking things in the world on market Cipher B. Now the monthly and the weekly are very bottomed out, but the daily time frame has a bearish divergence right here. When the price is making a higher high and the momentum is making a lower high, that is called a bearish divergence, and that typically means we are going to get a large move to the downside. On the daily time frame, we have the dreaded uneven butt cheek pattern on the daily time frame. Okay, the uneven butt cheek pattern on the daily time frame is basically when we have a very thick and juicy butt cheek on the left, okay, followed by a skinny butt cheek on the right. Okay, we have our girl, she's partying at the club, she's gone way too far, she's hanging upside down from the rafters. Clearly there's an imbalance in the glutes. Okay, we come back to our chart and we pretty much see the exact same thing, right? Look at the glutes on the daily time frame. We clearly have a very large left glute and a not so large right glute. In addition, the RSI, not the stochastic, but the regular RSI is getting very, very high, showing that potentially we could have some more downside. Now, when we go to the 4-hour, this actually scares me and makes me quite bearish. This that we see right here on the 4-hour is one of the most bearish things you could possibly see on market Cipher B. On the 4-hour time frame, when you have a regional divergence, and what I mean by regional is we're talking from July 20th till July 31st, right? So it's over 10 days, mixed with a very local divergence that we printed on July 29th and then on July 30th. And the money flow is also getting lower. This historically is the top signal. This is a very strong top signal. When we go back to the top in November in 2021, I want to point out the fact that we had a very, very similar top signal, and it was extremely bearish. Okay, so what did we have? We had the regional bearish divergence from October 20th until November 8th. Then we had the very local bearish divergence from the November 8th until November 10th, and the money flow is also coming down. This is a very powerful top signal, and when combined with a daily bearish divergence, it could give us a significant move to the downside. So we know that this price action looks bullish on the monthly and the weekly, but we have basically on the daily time frame and down, guys, things are looking very, very bearish. So here are the key levels that we really need to be aware of. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the volume that has traded in this range right here. Okay, this range right here. I'm going to take it from here to our current day. And right now you can see I have this level marked out as a key level. This level of 24.2, give or take, is a very, very, very key level. First of all, let's establish why this is such a key level. This is such a key level because as we were dumping down, the first kind of bounce we got and first high we put in this entire chunk of price action was the exact level of 24,157. Then we came up here to 24,157 and got a rejection. Okay, now we've been trading this price action very, very nicely. In the VIP Discord, if you've been following the channel, you know we longed from here, we shorted from here, we longed from here, right? We've been trading this price action very, very nicely. All of these setups have been given in advance over in the VIP Discord, and you know we give the levels in advance, we give the trade setups in advance. Of course, it was a long time ago now that we took these trades, but the last long trade that we took, guys, was the long from that daily level that pretty much gave us the bounce to this high that we put in, right? So if you've been following the trades here, you know this was the last long setup that we gave from 22,566. We got a perfect bounce from there, big move to the upside. We've been trading this, the levels have been respected, and right now I am getting, honestly guys, pretty bearish. So this is the key level because this is the local high that we have basically from, like I said, that day back here in June 13th. Now, by the way, if you do want to join the VIP Discord, where we do give the trade setups in advance, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Now, honestly, guys, I am in a short from this key level right here. You can see I've actually shorted it right from that wick. The reason why is because, well, a few reasons. We had the chickens drinking water. It's the top of the range. We had bearish divergences on the 12-minute. But I would not be surprised if I am able to hold this trade down much lower. So here are the key levels that we really need to be looking out for. I'm going to go ahead and pull volume right here. And this is really it right here, guys. So we have this area at 22.8. All right. This is not an exact level, but this is more of a zone right here where we have this previous area of consolidation and we have this value area high. If Bitcoin is unable to hold this box right here and we come down below 22,830, then I will get very bearish, and I think that these daily bearish divergences, these 12-hour bearish divergences, I mean, look at even the 8-hour, very, very bearish looking, the 4-hour, extremely bearish looking, the 1-hour, extremely bearish looking, guys. This is going to be the make it or break it level for me at this 22,830 level. If we come down into that area, then I think we can have a much bigger move to the downside. Let's put it that way. And so these are really the key areas for me. If we can hold this, then I think that weekly and monthly could give us a bigger move to the upside. If we cannot hold this, then I'm going to be looking down to like the 21K area, and if we lose 21K, then I'll be looking down to around 19.5, and if we lose that, then honestly, looking down toward these lows or even lower, we'll have to take it one step at a time. But for right now, the two major levels that I am really looking at are the 22,830 area as major support, and then the 28 to 30K area as major resistance. Again, guys, this is more of swing trading stuff. If we lose this area like this and get a retest, I will look to enter a swing trade short back down to the low of this range. If we get a move to the upside and we come above this 28K area, and we retest as support, I will be looking for a swing trade long to the upside. As for the scalp and day trades, guys, I post all that stuff in the VIP Discord. Now, if you do want to learn how to trade this way, there is a 25% discount on the course. You could check that out at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because we give you that point A to point B process so that you always know where you're looking for your next trade, where to take profit, where your stop loss should be, etc., etc. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And God bless you all in the name of Jesus the Messiah. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace.